Welcome to Driving with Terrence, Learning with Terrence. My name is Terrence Douglas. I actually help businesses just to basically gain more clients, gain more sales, and reduce overwhelm in the process. Today I'm going to talk to you about being specific. Being specific. One of the most primary things I do with my clients is to get them to be specific. It's a lot of times, in business, it's nothing worse than having a boss or being tossed back and forth with ideas and concepts and even your focus. But it's very important for you to be specific in what you're doing, where you're going, what you're trying to achieve at any given time. What happens in that case is your efficiency goes up, overwhelm goes down. You cannot go around telling your employees we're going to be going to this destination, and 5 minutes later you change it and say, well, we're going to that destination now, and you keep changing your mind and you keep changing your concept. It's very important to be specific. So how do you do that? You have to settle down and slow down and ask yourself, what are you trying to achieve in this quarter? What are you trying to achieve in this year? I know in the beginning of the year we have all settled down and said, well, I'm trying to achieve this year. And in February, March, April, it changed. So your focus had to change. Your goals had to change. They just had to change because of what you're trying to achieve at any given time. At that given time, because the world changed, you had to adjust. It's not, but in this case, it's not necessarily that you change your goals. You refocus your goals. You had to adjust them according to the climate that we were in, or we are in at this given time. So you adjusted your focus, you adjusted your goals. So it's very important for that, because it's nothing, your efficiency goes down. Once you start going in one destination, you say, okay, fine, we're going north. And then you start going north and you're halfway there to your destination, 100 miles out, and you say, well, I want to go south now. You are now 50 miles away from the beginning. You wasted time. Your efficiency went down. So your overall objective is always very specific, so that your customers, your clients, even the vendors that you're buying products from, you're buying services from, the people you're communicating to, will know what you're about, what you're trying to achieve. I know one time in my business I decided that I will not do business with someone or anybody, in other words, any vendors that provide to me with products or services that do not align with my products and do not align with my services and do not align with the concept that I am about. The reason being is so that I can have more integrity to my business, and I can have more integrity to my customers, and I can serve people and serve my customers and clients with better and better services, better efficiency, so that I can help them get results in whatever it may be. At that point in time, I sold retail electronics and installation of retail electronics, home stereo, security, and whatnot. So it had to all line up. And a lot of times, even dealing with vendors, they do not line up with just, even though they have just a product and service, that's all they're doing is providing you with a product and service. Sometimes they don't line up with how you do business, and sometimes you have to move on. It's very hard if they are your major product and your major supplier. Well, that only means you have to communicate with them a little bit more, so that you can be more, their business and your business can line up together. But when we're talking about being specific, and that when it comes to being specific, we're talking about a destination, heading to a location, doing a certain thing, achieving a certain goal. So if you're trying to achieve 100 new clients in the next, depends on the clients, 100 new clients, you can get 100 new clients inside of a week if you wanted to. Well, let's talk about high-end clients. You want 100 new clients inside of a 2-month period. So now everything you do is designed around getting that 100 new clients. What does that mean? That means your advertisement has to be designed to get the new clients. Services the clients, of course, you want to maintain, you want your services so that they stay, the ones can stay. you don't want to get 5 clients and they leave. You want 5 clients and at least 5 of them stay. We get 20 clients and 19 of them stay. So you want to secure what happens in the background or after you get the clients, yes, but initially your advertisement is designed around getting those new clients, everybody that you deal with, not everybody that works for you understand that this is your goal and you're targeting that 100 clients. So that's what you're actually pushing for at that given time. It may be 1,000 more sales inside of the quarter. So all of your staff and your vendors, everybody is lined up for that. You have to have everything in place. If you want to get 1,000 more sales and you only have 5 products to sell, you're not going to achieve that goal. So you have to ask yourself now, you have to tell yourself, well, I need to have at least 1,000 products to sell in order to make 1,000 sales. So what does that mean? Normally, you may only sell 500 products. So how do you sell now 1,000 products? You have to have at any given time 300 products on hand so that you can encourage the sale by your staff, encourage the sale by you want to make the sale and have the product. If you make the sale and do not have the product, then your clients are gonna be discouraged from even purchasing if you don't get that product to them in a timely manner. So now everything lines up. What does that mean? From there, you may have to have paper, pamphlets, portfolio. Your advertising may have to target it. Everything has to line up so that you can reach your goal. One thing that I found in talking with my clients is sometimes they have this, people have a self-sabotage. Now, what is a self-sabotage? A self-sabotage is when you say, I want to grow my business, but I do not want to hire more staff. I do not want to relocate. I do not want to buy more products. So you are sabotaging yourself, because in order for you to service, let's say for instance, you service right now 1,000 clients, and you have 10 staff members and all they can handle, when you divide amongst all the clients amongst them, that's all they can handle. And you say, now I want to increase. How do you increase? You have to increase by hiring more staff. That's the only way in this one. So if you was to get more clients, you have to have more staff. You do not want to hire more staff. That's a sabotage. So you have to decide to get more money or more revenue in a different way. In order to get more money or more revenue in a different way is you offer your existing clients more products, more services, or you increase the price of your product. But if you say you want to get more clients and you're already maxed out and you do not want to relocate, you do not want to hire any more people, subconsciously you are sabotaging your results. In other words, you're not going to go out wholeheartedly to try to achieve the results, and it's a sabotage. So line up your goals, your focus, and how specific you are with, and follow through. Following through may mean, like I said earlier, pamphlets, portfolio, advertisement. You may have to have more staffing. You may have to buy more product, or you may even have to relocate. So do not sabotage yourself. And being specific and goal-oriented does that. It makes you line up with certain things. Let me be more specific and more simple. I decided I want to run a marathon. What does it take to run a marathon? Now, the marathon is 26 miles, 26.2 miles. So what does that mean? That means I have to start training. I do not run a lick, and I hate running. So I have to now first change my focus, and start to adjust to the concept of running. I may have to increase my running from 1 mile, 2 miles, 5 miles, 10 miles, 15 miles. You have to at least get up to 15 to 18, I would say 15 to 20 miles in order to run a 26-mile marathon. So how long is that going to take? At any given time, once a week, you may be training for 2 hours. So you have to now tell yourself that you have to train for 2 hours minimum of at least once a week, which is a long run. You may have to now get running gear to do this. You may have to get reflectors because you're running in the dark. You may have to buy sneakers. If you don't want to do any of those things, you are sabotaging yourself. You're not going to train, and at the day of the event, if you even sign up, you're going to fail. So you have to put in the time, you have to put in the money, you have to spend the money, you have to buy the gold, you have to buy the tools. So when it comes to being specific, remember, being specific and goal-oriented doesn't stop with just you making a decision. It starts with you making a decision. And from that point forward, you may have to sacrifice time, you may have to sacrifice money, or someone may argue, and people tend to be real specific when they're listening to these things, is you may have to invest in time, you may have to invest in money. My name is Terrence Douglas. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Again, I help businesses just increase revenue, increase clients by doing one thing, and in that one thing you will indeed reduce overwhelm. Don't forget to go down bottom and like and subscribe. That's YouTube. Go down bottom, like, comment, and follow.